wasn't yours. I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back to who I was before. I like me better, I like me better.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So it is that time of year where, you know, looking at a full face and knowing you have to do a full face of makeup, it's not it sometimes. It just gets real hard. So I want to do a video on skin tints that I would recommend you use during the summertime if you do want a little less coverage, you know, a little easier application. So you guys want to know what I'm talking about? Let's go. Don't get it twisted. I will still be doing a full face of makeup throughout the summer, but there are just those days, you know, especially when it starts hitting like over 100 and you might have to put on makeup, you're going somewhere and stuff like that, where and then, you know, it is summer vacation, students, employees, all that type of stuff, warmer weather, you'll be going places that are warmer. And, you know, matte foundations or thick foundations just don't be it. So if you don't know what a skin tint is, which, you know, maybe you're new here, it is definitely a formula that's more lightweight. The formula itself is usually more lightweight, you know, more liquidy, a little more runny. Compared to, you know, cream foundations, thick foundations, stuff like that. And the coverage is usually a lot more minimal compared to, you know, a full coverage foundation, even medium coverage. Most of the time, skin tints, foundations like that, usually give very sheer coverage because, again, you know, you're in Jamaica, you're like, I'm not trying to get that KVD beauty type of coverage on my face. Just a little something, you know, even my face out and I can go. So the first one, I have 5 to talk about. Did I say that? Well, if I didn't, I said that now. I have 5 to talk about. And the first one, it technically isn't a skin tint. It's not even really a like complexion product as far as it being foundation. It's not a CC cream, it's not a BB cream, which mind you, I saw, I think, a tweet the other day that was like, what happened to CC BB creams? Like, were they just replaced by skin tints? It's not even one of those, but I also don't know like when else I would be able to recommend this as a product, but I feel like it fits for the theme, and that is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Primer. It's a primer. The Glow Serum Primer, and this is the Juice Boost. Why is this kind of loose? This is the Juice Boost shade. I believe there's only 2 shades. So yeah, it's a primer. It's not a skin tint. It, you know, as far as coverage goes, it's not going to, you know, but that is what I have on my face right now. That's literally the only thing I have on my face, and a little color corrector under my eye, you know, brows, mascara. But as far as like complexion, literally the only thing I have on is this primer right now. And you see how like it's kind of giving, you know, skin tint-ish. It's giving enough coverage if you're going for minimal coverage, you know, just throw it on and go. I always say this, like, if you wear makeup to the airport because, you know, you want to wear a little something, like this is what that would be good for. I also think, you know, I need to give the Glow Recipe full face skincare that I've been doing for the last few days a little, because I'm already seeing results with that. So, you know, especially if you're on it as far as your skincare goes and then you just need a little something on top, I feel like this, it shows it can be enough to get you throughout the day. So I wanted to throw this one in there because I just thought about that when I put it on today. Okay, now I'm pretty sure this is my favorite skin. Yeah, this is my favorite skin tint. It is the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint. This is in the shade 21. I just feel like this is the perfect like soft, matte, natural finish skin tint, like your skin in a bottle. The right amount of coverage. It's not too sheer. It's certainly not going, it's not full, like right out of the thing. You can build it up to full. You can build it down to sheer. But just the right amount, like right out of the tube. It'll still give you that flawless face. It'll still give you good coverage. It wears well throughout the day, and you don't have to mattify your face down with 8,000 different matte products if you have oily skin and you're wearing it in warmer weather. Packaging makes it really easy to travel. Just throw it in there and go. Yeah, this is the one that I took to Puerto Rico last year and down in Florida. I think I'm noticing a theme here. The packaging, like all of it is very travel friendly. Anything else? Soft matte, the finish, the wear, the shade. I think I prefer this shade than my Pro Filter shade. Pro Filter, I wear 445 in Pro Filter. it gets the job done. But you know, I know some people like, they don't like Pro Filter because they're like, I can't find my shade in that foundation. I feel like this one was a little easier to find a shade. But also like when it is a skin tint, you know, lighter coverage type thing, it does kind of help because, you know, it doesn't have that much pigment in it. So it blends in easier with your face, with your skin tone. So that might also be why, you know, it's a little easier to find your shade in this one. But this is hands down my favorite skin tint. Now y'all already know I have oily skin, even with a skin tint. And even though I did just say like my favorite skin tint is more like soft matte, and it'll still get the job done because you guys know I kind of shied away from matte, like full-blown matte complexion products, especially foundation. I like a little more soft matte natural finish, and then I'll just use matte products everywhere else. I still have a skin tint that is matte. Okay, that bird came real close. That is matte for mine. Now I need a matte product, but I want it in a skin tint. That is the NYX Bare With Me Blurring Tint Foundation. This is the shade 22 Mocha. I feel like this is everything I just said about the Fenty one, but more matte. Like Fenty, you know, a little more natural, soft matte finish. This, now it's a pretty matte finish. I do think also for a skin tint, this has a little thicker of a formula. You know, like, okay, we're borderline close to you being foundation, not skin tint. Because like I said, you know, something like Eavesdrop, if you look at the formula of this, you see how it's a little more runny, it's a little more liquidy. And then you look at the NYX, it's still liquidy, but it's a little thicker. Those two shades also look widely different, but it works out on the face when I actually wear it. You know, just, it's a little thicker than Fenty. But usually skin tints are around the same type of, you know, liquidy formula. Y'all also know Born to Glow, hands down favorite foundation, only $10 from NYX. I feel like this is pretty similar to that, but again, just more matte of a foundation, you know. It's Born to Glow, so it's not really gonna have a matte finish. I feel like this is Born to Glow, just matte. Well, that's what I'm saying about skin tints and stuff like that. They're usually more of a liquid formula. I was trying to swatch it, that's why, because I tried to swatch it and you see how that just ran down my finger. Sometimes, you know, when you haven't used a product in a while, that liquid that comes out of it, you gotta shake it up a little bit. So that's what I tried to do. Mind you, this is running all over my hand. And that's what it sounded like. But this is the Summer Fridays Sheer Skin Tint. Let me see if it'll work. No, not that liquid still wanting to come out. Hold on. It hasn't been that long since I used it. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, you see how she's a little quicker to run down my hand. Definitely out of the ones that I've shown, more towards the sheer, like real sheer, but it also is more like drops on your face. You know, Fenty and NYX, when you put it on your face, it'll probably stay closer to where you actually put it, but this one, like you see how it's already running down faster and it hasn't been on my hand as long as the other two. It's more drops on your face. So you won't need, unless you want a little more coverage, you won't need that many drops. It is pretty sheer. It is a little closer to the Danessa, where it's really just, you know, evening out your face, a light coverage on your face. Very minimal, very just, I want to throw it on and go type thing. I don't even care about, you know, brows, anything else like that. That's what this one is for. Very natural finish. I would say probably out of the ones that I'm showing, the truest like skin tint that I'm about to show you today. Like the other ones, you know, they be a little close to being foundation, but this is a skin tint. Okay, and the last one that I have, I don't think this is actually marketed as a skin tint, but we're gonna put it in this video because again, it's giving, you know, the same type of function that the other ones are. It is the MAC Studio Radiance Face and Body. I believe this is like a remake of the original Face and Body that came out a year or two ago, somewhere around there. As you can see, we're working in the same type of formula with all of these. A little more runny, a little more liquidy. This one, I would say somewhere around the same as, maybe a little bit more than Fenty as far as coverage goes right out. Out of all of them, like I said, I think the NYX one is more like, out of the two, you get a little closer to foundation, but it's still a skin tint, you know, a little more medium full. This one's a little more like medium coverage for a skin tint, right? Again, same type of formula, so put it on. We'll give you that type of just minimal coverage, kind of like I woke up like this, but I'm still wearing makeup on my face type of finish to it. What I like about this one, out of all of the ones, is I feel like this probably, this is probably the best like photographer. Like if you are wearing minimal makeup, but you know you're gonna be taking pictures, stuff like that, this one will probably be the best bet for that. Like I feel like they all excel in different ways, right? Like the Fenty one, just kind of overall for me, wear, shade, it photographs nicely. That's why I use it when I do travel. All that stuff, like just overall, right? And then Summer Fridays, you excels like being like a true skin tint. NYX is, you know, a little more coverage, and you know, it is matte, which skin tints usually aren't matte because it kind of goes, but anyway, so that excels there. But this one, I feel like, you know, weddings or, which I know weddings and that type of coverage, but weddings and you're using, you know, minimal coverage, maybe you're getting married on a beach, or just any type of, you know you're going to be photographed. This, not just, it says face and body. This on your face, on your body, you know, if you have any like breakouts, anything like that on the chest, throw a little bit of that on the chest. Photographs really nicely, and because it's more like a skin tint, it blends in more seamlessly. It just looks like a, you know, just a quick fix, I guess, is what this one kind of excels at being. And you know, MAC always gets that credit for being one of the brands that was holding it down when it comes to shade ranges. And again, because it is a skin tint, it's a little easier for it to blend into your skin, even if it is not your exact shade match, right? So I think we see some themes with all of these. Like I said, they all are very easy to travel with. The price ranges range a little bit, but I think I gave you guys like different options to choose from. I would hope so. But yeah, these are my top 5 skin tints to check out for the summer. I'm looking at like these shades are actually really different, but I also believe, like, you know, I would rather work with something that might be a little, like a smidge darker than something that's like too light, and then you gotta pray that bronzer and contour darken it up. I don't think I swatched the Danessa. So that is what Danessa looks like, or that's the amount of complexion, or the type of complexion that Danessa will give you. So yeah, y'all, that is it for this video. Like I said, I tried to, you know, give you some different products that have different places where it might suit you a little better. If you're looking for a skin tint, let me know. I have tried other ones, you know, y'all know I've tried a lot of foundation products here. You know, ColourPop is another good one. So if there is one that you were thinking about, probably just like search, see if I reviewed it, see my thoughts on it. But if there's one that I haven't reviewed before and you've tried it, you like it, let us know in the comments down below. If you want a video on one, let us know in the comments down below. Make sure to thumbs up, comment, subscribe, turn notification bells down below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Yeah, 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 yeah.